Hi everyone, I'm Skyla Loomis, Vice President of the IBM Z Application Platform, and I'm very excited to be joining the Open Mainframe Summit here today. I'm going to be talking about open source in action and what we've been doing with Ansible for ZOS. But first, let's take a step back. I'm really proud to be part of a company like IBM that has a long and storied history in the open source community. In fact, IBM was one of the earliest champions of open source, backing influential communities like Linux, Apache, and Eclipse, and pushing for open licenses, open governance, and open standards. Even back in the infancy of open source, IBM recognized its promise and contributed thousands of lines of code, person hours, and money to ensure that foundations were set up in a way that supported open governance and standards. On a broad scale, IBM's participation in these and well over 1,000 other projects and communities really set the tone for open source adoption among enterprises. IBM contributions have since shown up in a range of important software projects like Java, the Linux kernel, various cloud software projects, and containers. It's only natural that this culture of open source extends to IBM Z. When the IBM Z organization started to consider new ways to enable customers to automate, Ansible quickly rose to the top as the clear leader. With Ansible, we are not only building on top of a powerful engine with almost unlimited applicability, but we are also wading into a deep and committed open source community surrounding the product. Fun fact, Ansible is the #9 top open source project on all of GitHub, based on the most active unique contributors over a 1-year period. This means it's #9 out of more than 100 million repositories. And of course, a critical aspect of success here was for IBM to contribute back to the open source community. And contribute we did. Over the last 18 months or so, we've contributed over 77,000 lines of code across 6 different collections, with each providing automation capabilities targeted for specific use cases or aspects of the platform. And they all work together as part of the Red Hat Ansible Certified Content for IBM Z product. The project has gained tremendous visibility with over 56,000 downloads in just 18 months of the ZOS-related Ansible collections. This was only possible through the power of the vibrant Ansible Galaxy community. Our contributions have even been highlighted in the Ansible Bullhorn community newsletter, showing us as a leading contributor to the Ansible ecosystem. These collections include the ZOS Core Collection, which is our most used collection to date, as well as collections covering products like IMS, Kix, System Automation, Z Hardware Management Console, and ZOSMF. They're all available on Ansible Galaxy, the open source community hub for Ansible, and for anyone looking for enterprise support, you can find them on the Ansible Automation Hub, where collections that are jointly supported by Red Hat and their partners, in this case IBM, are also available with a subscription. Combined, these make up the current collections across the IBM Z portfolio, driving growth, integration, and unification across the enterprise. There is a ton that is possible when automating with Ansible, including middleware provisioning and configuration, resource creation and management, CI/CD and application deployment, and ZOS job orchestration. One of our clients told us that what he loves about Ansible is, quote, "It puts the programmer back in system programmer." With its wide range of capabilities, Ansible has quickly become the strategic choice for IBM Z, while continuing to propel the IBM Z users to join an already vibrant open ecosystem. These collections that we have today and continue to build into tomorrow are accelerants to help our users get started quickly for common use cases or tasks with IBM Z and ZOS. But the huge benefit of being part of a larger open source community and ecosystem is that all of the other automation content out there is available for you to use too. So if you've got a hybrid application with some pieces on a public cloud, some on a private cloud, and some on IBM Z, that application deployment can be easily coordinated and automated together using Ansible. Say you've got a third-party system, like one that provides updated SSL security certificates that you want to interact with as part of a use case for managing certs. Ansible can talk to it too, all in the same end-to-end flow. So by bringing Ansible to ZOS, we didn't just bring powerful automation capabilities to the platform, we exponentially multiplied the value through the network effect of connecting Z to the rest of the IT automation ecosystem. That richness and breadth is all due to the power of an open source community. In addition to the collections that we've built, one of the key drivers of the ongoing adoption success has been the Ansible for IBM Z playbook repository. We just opened it up to the general public for contributions. IBM has been assembling a large array of playbooks that allow users to take a sample off the shelf, make some quick modifications, and allow users to rapidly begin automating with Ansible. The repository has use cases ranging from dataset management, application provisioning, queue management, SMPE assistance, and more, spanning products and use cases beyond what the collections are capable of. We've added 17,326 lines of code to this playbook repository, and now we want you to add to that number. Come join us and be a part of the Ansible community by contributing today at the URL below. Thanks for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy all that the Open Mainframe Summit has to offer.